The White Range Rover stands silently inside a luxury showroom, its pearl-white body reflecting soft ambient lights like a symbol of authority, elegance and timeless power, representing not just a vehicle but a lifestyle shaped by confidence and prestige. As the camera slowly moves across its bold front grille where precision engineering meets refined design, the LED matrix headlights glowing with controlled intensity as if the car itself is aware of its presence, commanding attention without effort, every line on the bonnet carefully sculpted to balance strength and sophistication, suggesting dominance without aggression, luxury without arrogance, as the smooth cinematic motion transitions along the left side profile revealing long, uninterrupted body lines that speak of stability, balance and grace, the alloy wheels standing firm like the foundation of trust, supporting a machine built to conquer cities and terrains alike, while the pearl-white paint absorbs and reflects light in perfect harmony, giving the illusion of movement even while standing still, a visual reminder that true power does not need noise to be recognized, as the showroom's clean architectural background remains consistent, emphasizing clarity, focus and exclusivity, allowing nothing to distract from the presence of the Range Rover itself, which continues to reveal its character through subtle details like flush door handles, refined mirrors and precise proportions, each element working together to create a sense of calm authority, a message that this SUV belongs to those who value control, comfort and confidence, not chaos or excess, and as the camera flows toward the right side, symmetry takes center stage, reinforcing the idea of balance and control, where performance and luxury coexist without compromise, the same lighting, the same environment, the same tone reinforcing consistency and reliability, qualities deeply associated with the Range Rover legacy, before the movement settles at the rear where signature LED tail lights glow softly, not to demand attention but to acknowledge it, framing a wide and stable stance that reflects confidence built over decades, a vehicle designed for leaders, visionaries and those who move forward without seeking validation, transitioning seamlessly into the interior where the atmosphere shifts from commanding presence to refined comfort, revealing a cabin that feels more like a private lounge than a car, with premium beige and cream leather seats offering warmth and calm, detailed stitching reflecting craftsmanship rather than excess, the digital dashboard blending modern technology with intuitive simplicity, large high-resolution screens responding silently, ambient lighting wrapping the interior in a peaceful glow, creating a space where time slows down, stress fades and focus returns, the panoramic sunroof allowing soft light to enter, reinforcing openness and clarity, reminding the viewer that luxury is not about isolation but about elevation, about rising above noise and confusion into a space where every detail serves a purpose, every material tells a story, and every journey becomes an experience rather than a task, as the Range Rover continues to exist not just as a vehicle but as a statement of intent, a symbol of progression, power and refined ambition. As the cinematic flow continues, the White Range Rover remains the central presence, unmoved yet alive with character, its pearl-white surface continuing to mirror the soft luxury showroom lighting as the camera slowly circles with deliberate calm, reinforcing the idea that this machine does not rush to impress because its identity is already established, every reflection on the body telling a silent story of refinement and authority, the smooth transitions between angles creating a sense of continuity and purpose, as if the vehicle and environment were designed together to complement one another, the polished marble floor beneath acting like a mirror of success, reflecting not only the SUV's form but the lifestyle it represents, a lifestyle built on patience, control and long-term vision, as the lens glides closer to the details, capturing the precision of the craftsmanship, the flawless paint finish, the subtle chrome accents that add elegance without overwhelming the design, reminding the viewer that true luxury lies in restraint rather than excess, while the consistent background and lighting maintain a feeling of reliability and trust, qualities deeply embedded in the Range Rover legacy, as the camera movement suggests motion without speed, power without aggression, echoing the philosophy of those who choose this vehicle not to prove themselves but to reward themselves, transitioning once more into the interior where the atmosphere deepens, revealing a space crafted for those who value silence over noise, clarity over chaos, the seats appearing inviting yet supportive, designed not just for comfort but for long journeys of thought and ambition, the steering wheel resting confidently before the digital cluster, symbolizing control placed gently in the hands of the driver, The technology integrated seamlessly, not to dominate attention but to assist it. Screens glowing softly, interfaces clean and intuitive, reinforcing the idea that complexity should feel simple when designed correctly. Ambient lighting continuing to trace the cabin with warmth, creating an emotional contrast to the powerful exterior, showing that strength and softness are not opposites but partners. As the panoramic sunroof opens the interior to light, suggesting openness, vision and forward thinking, qualities associated with leaders and innovators, while the overall composition remains calm and balanced. No sudden movements, no harsh contrasts, only smooth transitions that guide the viewer deeper into the experience, allowing the Range Rover to communicate its message without words. That luxury is not about being seen but about being certain. That power does not need to shout to be felt, and the true status is defined by consistency, confidence and the ability to remain composed in any environment, whether standing still in a pristine showroom or imagined moving effortlessly through city streets and open landscapes, carrying its presence with the same quiet authority wherever it goes. The experience continues to unfold with the White Range Rover holding its ground as the embodiment of refined dominance, its presence unchanged yet increasingly familiar, as though the viewer is not merely observing a vehicle but slowly understanding a philosophy. The pearl white finish remaining constant under the same soft showroom lighting, reinforcing purity, clarity and control. As the camera lingers on the proportions, the balance between height and width, strength and elegance, communicating stability and confidence without exaggeration. The environment staying intentionally minimal so that focus never drifts. The absence of people amplifying the idea that this space belongs to the machine and the mindset it represents. As reflections glide across the body panels, they reveal precision rather than flash, suggesting discipline and intention behind every design decision. As the viewpoint subtly shifts, highlighting how the Range Rover appears commanding from every angle without needing to change its character. A reminder that true authority is consistent, not situational, the visual rhythm remaining slow and deliberate, allowing each detail to breathe, reinforcing patience and control. As attention returns to the interior, the cabin once again reveals itself as a sanctuary rather than a cockpit, designed for those who measure success not in speed but in sustainability. The materials chosen to calm rather than excite, the textures encouraging touch, the layout inviting familiarity, the technology fading into the background as a silent partner rather than a distraction, the seats appearing sculpted for endurance, supporting long journeys both physical and mental, as ambient lighting softly outlines the space, creating an emotional warmth that contrasts with the precision of the exterior, showing that strength does not require hardness, and luxury does not require excess. The panoramic sunroof continuing to symbolize openness and vision, reminding the viewer that progress is tied to perspective, as the Range Rover remains still yet expressive, communicating values of stability, reliability and forward momentum without movement, allowing the imagination to complete the journey, placing this vehicle in moments of achievement, quiet reflection, leadership and purpose, reinforcing the idea that this is not a car chosen on impulse but one selected through understanding, by those who recognize that lasting power is built on balance, consistency and the confidence to remain composed, no matter the setting, the challenge or the path ahead. As the final movement settles, the White Range Rover continues to exist within the same refined space, unchanged yet fully understood, its presence now carrying familiarity, trust and quiet authority. The pearl white exterior still reflecting the soft luxury showroom lighting is a symbol of clarity and completion. The camera no longer searching for angles but resting confidently, as if every perspective has already been acknowledged, reinforcing the idea that there is nothing left to prove, only something to be appreciated. The polished floor continuing to mirror the vehicle's form like a reflection of achieved ambition, while the clean architectural background maintains its role as a silent partner, emphasizing consistency and permanence, as the visual pace remains calm and composed, allowing the viewer to absorb the full identity of the Range Rover as more than a machine, but as a statement of values, discipline and refined power. The interior once again inviting attention, not through spectacle but through harmony, where premium materials, precise craftsmanship and intuitive technology come together to create an environment of focus and ease. A space designed for those who lead with thought rather than impulse, where comfort supports clarity and silence enhances decision-making. The ambient lighting softly embracing the cabin, reinforcing emotional balance, while the panoramic sunroof continues to suggest openness and forward vision, connecting the interior experience with the world beyond. As the Range Rover stands complete in its expression, unshaken by trends, unaffected by noise, confident in its legacy and direction, representing a lifestyle built on patience, purpose and long-term vision, where success is not rushed, luxury is not exaggerated, and power is measured by control rather than display, leaving the viewer with a lasting impression that the White Range Rover is not simply seen or driven, but understood, respected and chosen by those who recognize that true presence does not fade. It remains calm, composed and enduring.